What's up, people?
What's going on? What's going on out there?
This is Jermaine Wright,
Your LPC.
and this is Doug Tillman, Dougie Tech,
And this is
the Crash Out Report.
all right.
We're back. We've been gone for a little while.
Yeah, back like we never left, and
Yep.
we want to, have a conversation about. We want to see who's crashing out today.
Yes. Okay. It's not just to laugh at Crash Out people, but to talk about what's going on, because a lot of times something serious is going on, and people need to process it, because if people are crashing out and they don't always need to crash out. You need to think about that. But in the meantime, let's check this out.
Check it out.
Yeah, we still have what you need. I got you.
Okay, I need 5 family packs. I got family in town, and I'm just trying to get some food for my family, and this is,
Alright, so that's our cook outside. Right?
Huh?
Let's do it.
All right, but I still need those 5 family packs.
Hey, I know y'all close in 5 minutes, but can I still order? Can I get 35 bacon, egg, and cheese? Can I get 10 hash browns? Can I also get 15 wake up wraps? And then also, is he okay? And can I get 6 cobras? And also, can I get 2 dozen? And that'll be all. Are you sure he's okay?
Hi, I know it's like 10 minutes before close, but can I please get 5 giant face? All legs and thigh pieces. 3 mega burger feasts. 7 giant feasts.
Okay. So that was a series of crash outs. So we have some fast food workers at the end of their shift, right? They've been working all day, their whole shift. It's finally time for them to go home. You ever worked in fast food?
Oh yeah, I've worked in fast food before.
So when it's closing time, you ever closed up?
Yeah, man, it's time to roll, man. You done cleaned the grill.
Oh, yeah.
Right, you done took the capsules
You
off.
started about an hour ahead of
Yeah,
time
man, it's time
to shut things down. You got it just where it needs to be, and then somebody
You
walks
done
in the
closed
store.
the grease traps and all that stuff. It's
Mhm.
time to roll. You got a little bit of experience working at Wendy's.
Mm-hmm. I never worked at a fast food, but
But even not fast food, but I think too, going into any store,
Yeah.
like when it's about the clothes and just, not having common courtesy and having regard that these people that works hard all day, they ready to go. So even if that's what you want to do, I would imagine.
But it's the end of the day. Somebody's come to the store. It's probably the only thing open that you can get something to eat, right?
No.
And the family
No, it's
is
not.
no, it's other places.
Yeah, because Wawa is 24 hours a day.
Okay,
7-Eleven is 24 hours a day.
but the kids don't want Wawa. They want McDonald's.
Okay, I understand that. I agree. But I think it's that type of lack of consideration,
Yeah.
for other people's experiences and that lack of empathy that is leading to people crashing out,
Yeah.
because you want to have a degree of consideration, especially when there are other options available. Like, hey, listen, right? This store here
Mhm.
closes at 9, 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So and no one is saying that you can't get any service.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the issue here that's leading to these cooks, these people back here preparing these meals, and something else that I'm going to hit on, right, is that you want an excessive and exorbitant amount of food
Yeah.
right when we're about to close. That's
Mhm.
ridiculous. And my second point will be like, now you see how people are reacting.
Yeah.
You still want that food?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a whole nother situation. But restaurants are open late, right? But they usually have a sign in the window
Mm-hmm.
that the last order, even bars,
Yep.
the last order is at 1 o'clock or whenever. And you come in after that time, they're not taking any orders. But they open past that time.
Yeah.
Maybe fast food. I saw one fast food store just recently, I think last week, that said close at 2 a.m. And here's a menu of items you cannot get after 12.
Mm.
So it helps people, because people don't go in to try to mess up their day. They see an opportunity. This place is open. They want what they want.
Yeah.
Why are you crashing out? Do your job.
Yeah.
But it's young people.
But I don't know. I don't. I think that's a little bit of a misnomer there. We're putting it
Mhm.
on young. I think anybody would read. Now, maybe in this situation, we see younger people,
Mhm.
behaving in a very reactive, not even reactive, but
Yeah.
emotional way, right?
Very
They're having an
emotional.
emotional response. But I think anybody, after you've worked all day and my time is closing, I've done my job. I'm about to get off in 10 minutes.
Mhm.
Would probably have some strong feelings about somebody coming in, but when we're about to close, and now you want, it's not that you want service, you want an exorbitant. I want to emphasize on that point. You want more than normal. You want an exorbitant amount of service.
So maybe if you cook, you might want to sneak out and say, "Do you want all that food this late from me?"
Dude, I think kind of what you said earlier. I think organizations
Mhm.
should have policies and procedures in place
Mhm.
that are, accommodating to the public needs,
Mhm.
but also considerate of the people who are going to be performing at work.
Right. 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 You want quality
Like
service.
if you want to come in, this is what will be available, and this is what we will have available 10 minutes before close, and you
Mhm.
can only pick from these options.
Mhm.
We will no longer have made to ready foods, like something like
Right.
you have a policy in place to
Yeah.
and you make sure that people that you have a supervisor or a
Mhm.
manager on here who can communicate with. So no, you remember that the one guy said, no, you cannot order, no, you cannot order 35 bacon, egg, and cheese
Right.
before you might could get one or two of them, John.
So why not say that? Why not say, "Excuse me, miss, we're closing in 10 minutes. We cannot prepare 35 bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits because most of the stuff is put away and everything is clean. We can do a few, but we can't do 35."
Yeah. Or when
Is that unfair to say?
when you have corporate greed,
Yeah.
and when you have policies like the customer is always right, and we need to just accommodate, that's how you lend yourself to burning out your employees and
Mhm.
and people getting frustrated.
Because you know what's going to happen, right? The customer is going to be like, "Okay, Mr. Customer Service person, you said you're not going to give me what?"
I'm not going to give you 35 bacon, egg, and cheese.
Oh, okay.
10
And
minutes
what's
before
your
we-
job?
I'm the cook.
Okay. I'm going to send this video to your corporate headquarters and see what they think about that.
That's okay because I've read the employee handbook, and I'm pretty sure that what the corporate headquarters is going to say is that me staying later to prepare 35 bacon, egg, and cheese is going to put me on overtime. And I'm pretty sure that my company would rather not have to pay me unnecessary overtime than stay an hour and a half or 3 hours later to have to not only prepare this food, and I got to prepare it correctly to temperature, right? So now I'm leaving the company open to liability because I'm rushing trying to get this food done. Go ahead and send your video. I'm not doing anything wrong.
Okay. Okay, young person.
But you need to know your company's policies, guidelines, because a lot of companies have policies and procedures in place around that thing. You don't even have the proper time to prepare.
You don't understand, Mr. Cashier.
So,
my uncle is the manager of Wendy's across town, so I know.
Okay. Then why don't
you still going to hold that story?
Then why didn't you go across town? Then why don't you go across town and ask your uncle to prepare?
Because my uncle know me, and he ain't having that.
Well, guess what? I don't know you, and I ain't having it either.
Okay, so
but if you want these 2 bacon, egg, and cheeses that we got, you can get that. I can't do 35.
Okay.
So you see how I'm still trying to make a lane to accommodate. Hey, listen, you can get what I got. I can't do 35.
Okay, that's fair. But you have to know the policy.
Yeah.
And you have to be able to articulate that in a positive manner to the customer.
Read that employee handbook.
Yeah.
Read that employee handbook. Know those policies and procedures. Know those manuals and know state law. Like, get an idea what state law is and what the labor laws is. Because especially when you work in the food industry, you're not going to have enough time to prepare that. So even if you want to accommodate the customer, you don't have enough time. The food has to be cooked to temperature.
Right.
You don't have enough time to prepare all that accordingly.
Right. And
so now you leave yourself open to a bigger liability if somebody gets sick.
And some stores have a policy that when the store closes, we ain't paying you.
Yeah.
You're off the clock.
Yep. And I think when you explain that to people, because you know, this was kind of seemed like it was kind of meant out to be a joke. But I think if you take the time, you know, the cashier or as one of those individuals, or as a supervisor or a manager, to explain why you can't do it, but also, all right, well, I can do 5. We might could do 5 real quick before we're about to close. People,
Right.
reasonable people will be willing to meet you somewhere.
Right. Let's go back in the kitchen a little bit.
Yeah.
So the young man's crashing out. He's slamming down kitchen tools, utensils, and stuff like that. He's really tripping because he sees the work that's before him. Emotionally, is he okay?
No, I don't think he was today. Man, we got to be careful with things. I know what, you know, we talking about, you know, what could happen, and I'm pretty sure that there's some real life examples of this type of stuff. But you know, some of this could be scripted, some of this stuff could be performative,
Right.
or we could be, you know, seeing someone who's worked all day, who's worked several days in a row, kind of having a meltdown, and that's not something. I kind of saw the cashier chuckling a little bit, which kind of makes me think that maybe it's a little bit scripted. Yeah. But in a real life scenario, you would want to go over there and check because he's not okay. Yeah. In that situation, he's not okay. Well, he needs to be checked
even if it's scripted, right? It's scripted as comedy. Yeah. Comedy reflects reality. Yeah. So it's only funny because people can actually relate to it. Yeah. So that's a relatable crash out.
I would be yelling, no, you can't get 35 bacon, eggs, and cheese. No, you most certainly cannot.
I think he also used some choice words too. Yeah. So, but that is our crash out port for now. Let's move on to the next.
Always wanting to hear the perspective of the public. What say you? You know, do you guys think these cooks were just being, you know, extreme and overreacting? Or
many of you worked in fast food joints, so you can relate.
Some of you might still do, and that's okay. Yeah. So tell us your experiences, and you know, give us some insight, give us some information. Are there any policies and procedures that we didn't go over? Any food laws, that play a role in possibly protecting you service workers?
So on the other side, I work in employment. So we help people find jobs, and every job is not for every person. Yeah. Sometimes it could be stressful in that kitchen, you know, not just at the end of the day, but throughout the day because they're trying to push being productive in the back, keeping things clean and orderly. And so there's a lot of rush, and the pay is not the greatest pay. So that contributes to stress too. Yeah.
And I think there's something to be said, about, imagine if you were running a race and then you got to the finish line and you're right at the finish line and somebody told you needed to start all over again.
You put all that effort in.
Yeah. So
you could see the finish line. Yeah. And you thought you were done. Yeah. You got other things to do. Yeah. You were looking forward to ending the day. And then here comes somebody walking in the store ordering all that stuff. So, but that's not just a reflection on a fast food store. That's a reflection of how things can go in life when you think you're at the finish line. And you're not, because here comes something else that can evoke a crash out.
Yep, I agree.
So, respond to this video. Let us know what you think. For now, it's your Crash Out Brothers. I'm Dougie Tech.
Jermaine Wright, your LPC.
And we are out.
See you next time.